Hello, welcome to Otis Place. If you're new here, my name is Atabi. It's so good to have you on the channel. On this channel, we say all things natural hair and some lifestyle. So if you're serious about getting your natural hair healthy and thriving, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and be a part of the family. While I was preparing my hair for wash day, detangling my hair with okra gel and using a hot oil treatment, I was just thinking about some things and I decided to make this video. So join me while I'm detangling and doing my hot oil treatment. Let's talk about this thing that has been pressing on my mind. All right, now let's be real. Some of you are wondering why your natural hair isn't growing and why your edges are thinning and you're constantly having setbacks. I hate to break it to you, but the truth isn't pretty. Today, we are not sugarcoating anything. I'm giving you brutally honest truths. If you're ready for this, let's get into it. The first truth I would like to tell you is that your hair is growing. It's just as it's breaking off. I hear a lot of people say, my hair is not growing, my hair won't grow, no matter what I do, my hair is not growing. Sis, I'm here to tell you that it is growing. It's just that it's breaking off as fast as it's growing. If you're not retaining length, then something is wrong with your routine. There's something off. Dry hair, rough detangling, tight hairstyles, these all add up. The key isn't just growth, it's length retention. The second thing I would like to say that products alone won't save you. I've seen a lot of people hoarding products, trying the latest miracle oil, thinking it will fix their hair overnight. Newsflash, no product can fix bad hair habits. If your routine is bad, even the best products won't work well. Focus on techniques rather than just the products. The third thing I would like to say is not every tip works for you. Just because something worked for one person, that maybe your favorite influencer, somebody in your family, that does not mean it will work for you. Rice water, aloe vera, onion juice. If you've tried it all and your hair is still struggling, it's time to figure out what your hair really needs. Don't just hold on to those and say it has worked for others, so I know it will work for me. If after trying it for a while it doesn't work, please change it up. Don't stick to it. The fourth truth I'd like to tell you is that too much product is hurting your hair. Oh, guys, layering product after product won't make your hair healthier. It just creates buildup, suffocates your scalp, and can even lead to more breakage. Keep it simple. The simpler, the better. The fifth thing I'd like to say is that your scalp needs to be clean. Oiling your scalp 24/7 won't fix dryness. A dirty scalp can't absorb moisture. Wash your hair regularly, exfoliate your scalp, then apply lightweight moisture. It will help create a clean and enabling environment for your hair to thrive. Number 6, protective styles won't save you if you neglect your hair. Braids, wigs, and weaves are great. They're a good way to give your hair a break. But if you do not moisturize or care for your hair underneath, you will end up with more damage than growth. Protective styles are not magic. Maintenance still matters when your hair is in a protective style. The seventh truth I would like you to know is that your edges need a break. Everyday gel, edge control, and tight ponytails are killing your edges. Let them breathe. Switch up your styles and avoid constant tension. Number 8. Wow, we're still going. DIY isn't always better. And this is coming from someone who loves DIYs. Homemade treatments are great, But sometimes professionally formulated products are more balanced for your hair's needs. Everything in your kitchen isn't meant for your hair. And like I said, this is coming from somebody who loves DIYs. I love DIYs. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that I love my DIYs. But there are sometimes that use professionally formulated products because I know that they are more balanced for my hair. The ninth truth I would like to tell you is that trimming is not optional. Holding on to split ends just for length is setting your hair up for failure. Trim those ends regularly and watch your hair thrive. Now, I'm not saying you should be scissor happy, just trim when it needs to be trimmed. Don't trim too often and don't leave your hair untrimmed. Once you start noticing a lot of tangles at the tips, start noticing the split ends, start noticing single strand knots, please trim your hair. The 10th thing I would like to say is natural hair takes work. If you want healthy, thriving hair, you have to be consistent. It's not effortless. It takes patience, care, and commitment. But trust me, guys, it is worth it. When you start seeing the results, you'll be so glad you put in the little time to take care of your hair. Truth number 11, you take better care of your wigs than your real hair. I know some people who do this a lot. Let's be honest, some of you will spend hours washing, deep conditioning, and styling a wig, but won't give your actual hair that same care. And some people will pay any amount they're told to make sure their wigs are washed and properly taken care of. But to spend that amount on their own hair, they will not. Your natural hair, your natural hair deserves just as much care, if not more, than your wigs. If you neglect your real hair, don't be surprised when it starts thinning and breaking off under the wig. The next is stop expecting healthy hair without putting in the work. You can't you can't complain that your hair isn't growing if you're not doing what it takes to keep it healthy. Consistency is key. No product or quick fix will replace a solid hair routine. Truth number 13. Your hair type isn't the problem, your routine is. Type 4 hair isn't too hard to manage. You just haven't found the right routine. Learn what works for your hair instead of wishing you had looser curls. Learning what works for your hair instead of wishing you had looser curls will save you a whole lot of frustration. I remember somebody asking me some time ago how I'm able to comb my hair, how I'm able to even detangle the hair. And I told her it's just simple steps, just simple steps. Make sure the hair is properly moisturized before attempting any detangling. And she said, "Oh, you're lucky, your hair is soft." That's why I said my hair is soft. My hair is not soft at all if it is very dry. Just knowing what to do and when to do it will save you a whole lot of trouble. The 14th and final thing I would like to say is that expensive products won't fix bad hair habits. Spending money on the most expensive hair products won't do anything if your routine is not good. It's about technique and consistency. Now, at this point, I've seen so many people buy the expensive products expecting magic to happen. It doesn't work that way, guys. I have seen my hair respond to products that aren't expensive. I've seen my hair respond very well to products that are expensive. And I've also seen my hair not do well with products that are very expensive. The cheaper ones worked better on me. So just buying an expensive thing does not automatically mean that your hair will start thriving. You have to put in the work. You have to make sure that you're consistent with your routine. You have to make sure that You take general care of your hair. Guys, I know that was a lot, but I just had to keep it real with you. Which of these truths hit home to you? Let us know in the comment section. Share your experiences with us and let us learn. If this video has been of help to you, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, share it with anybody who needs to hear this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Do have a blessed day. I'll see you next time. Bye.